What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection Braun Strowman. Now here we do have Braun in the packaging. You can see this is the first time he is in the line. He does include sheet mask because this is before he went on his solo run. He's with the Wyatts at this time. You can see a picture of Braun Strowman. He is on the Raw brand. Does say his name here. Another picture of Braun here. On the back we have a little bio for Braun Strowman. Height 6'8", weight 385. Signature moves, big boot, body slam, and delayed vertical suplex from Sherhillford, North Carolina. Other figures of this line include Macho Man Randy Savage, Sin Cara, Tugboat, Sasha Banks, and Big E. So really happy I have this guy. So what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get this monster among men out of packaging, and then we'll go on to the rest of the review. So sit tight, everyone. And so here we have Braun Strowman out of the packaging. Before we get on to the figure himself, let's actually show off his one and only accessory. Let's actually get this out of the way really fast because this is quite a big issue on Braun Strowman here. If I can't get him posed up. He does come with the Wyatt Family black sheep mask. Now, it does look nice on Braun, however, it's the exact same mold that we got with the Eric Rowan mask, so it doesn't really sit on his face all that well. Like, let me just show you from a side profile. You can see how far up the mask actually sits on his face. And I have tried it other ways, but this is the only way the mask fits. I want to say the best. And even then, it's still a really... It's not a secure fit. Like, this mask was molded for Eric Rowan's face. It was not molded for Braun Strowman. In fact, even the slightest tap pops the mask off, and it's just a pain to get back on. You can see it's fighting me just to stay on. One easy way, if you want to have him with the mask on, is you have to line up the edge of his beard with the edge of the mask, and once you line that up, if you do it right, the mask fits. And you have to line it up perfectly, otherwise it will pop off, and it has to be lined up on both sides. A little bit of a pain, a little bit of a hassle, but I don't know, maybe they should have figured out making a new mask for him, or I don't know what they could have done, because like, you can't really have it sitting on his face, on his hair, because it doesn't really fit. And yeah, that's like the only way to actually do it, is having it lined up like that. But then you have this issue where it's really not sitting on his head that well, and it looks a little strange. I mean, if you could have him just standing there, it looks okay, but if you look at it from the side, it does like draw attention. Like, why is he not wearing the mask right? But it's the same sheep mask we had with Eric Rowan, so that's getting the elephant out of the room. And let's actually go on to Braun's detail really fast. I really do like the way that this figure came out. There is a bit of a paint here on the nose of mine. It's not paint rub, it's kind of like, I want to say residual brown paint, like somebody accidentally like smeared brown on his nose and they tried wiping it off. That's kind of what it looks like. But I think they did a really good job capturing Braun Strowman's likeness when he was in the Wyatt family. He does have all his hair loose, it's not shaved at the sides or the back. We have his tattoo. Noticeably missing is the Superman tattoo, and of course they cannot add it because of copyright reasons. We look on right here, he does have the tattoo that's down here. He has his tattoos on his shoulder, going down the back of his arm, and then on the inside of his arm he also has his tattoos. And then he is wearing his brown pants that we saw with him when he started wrestling with the Wyatt family. And then black boots, although I think his feet are a little small. That might just be my imagination. But getting this out of the way right off the bat is he is quite big for a Mattel figure, and let me just show you exactly what I'm talking about. Let's move Braun off to the side really fast and bring in his arch rival Sami Zayn. And as you can see, Braun is, not to quote Michael Cole, but a monster of a man. He is quite tall. I think he's actually taller than the Undertaker figure. I have to double check that, but he's a really big figure. And that's what I like about it. Braun Strowman is a pretty big guy, and I'm really glad that they did get his size right. Unfortunately, this figure isn't without its flaws, and besides the mask, there are a couple of flaws in his articulation. And let's actually go on to his articulation right now so we can get this out of the way. His head really doesn't have much movement. He can look up about that much. Can look down. He can move side to side about that far, and I don't want to try pushing it further than that. You can look to the side that far. I would not recommend moving his head too much because eventually you are going to scratch the paint on his chest. So virtually no head movement on Braun Strowman here. His arms are on a ball joint. Let me just zoom the camera out a little bit. They do go out all the way. And his arms do seem a little small, but he is using a unique mold to him, so maybe they could have made longer arms for him. I don't know. Maybe bigger shoulders, because he does look a little weird. How it just... I don't know, it looks weird to me. But arms go all the way around. They go out. He does have a bicep swivel. An elbow, single jointed at the elbow. He can bend and spin at the wrist. See, even the wristbands are really well done. We get to his torso. He has an ab crunch, which looks back about that far and that far forward. So he can look down on other figures, so that's actually a good thing. He has a waist swivel. Legs do go forward about that far. They don't come out, they don't go further anymore. Go back about that far. And go out a really good bit. Kind of wish that he had more forward movement than outward movement, but it is what it is. He has a thigh swivel, but the way it works is if you have his legs completely in, moving the swivel actually pushes his leg out to an angle no matter how you do it. So if you're going to use the thigh swivel, move his leg out and then swivel. I'm not sure if you can actually see it, but there's actually some wear on his thigh already just from using that swivel, so be warned that there is some manufacturing, well, not manufacturing, but the design is nice, it just wasn't executed properly. He is double jointed in the knees, although he does get all the way back. He has a swivel in the boot, which works pretty well despite the fact he is wearing pants. He has an ankle hinge, which goes forward and back, as well as a rocker ankle. So all the articulation we come to expect from Mattel in their Elite line. So what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get this guy posed for my final thoughts, and we'll wrap up this review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Braun Strowman posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I really do like this figure. He's a welcome figure to my collection. I actually like Braun Strowman's work. He was really green when he came into the WWE, and now he's actually, you know, I see him as a possible big threat of a monster character, kind of like Kane. Hopefully they use him right. But anyway, for this figure, it's really done well, although I think they could have done something more with a beard. Maybe made his head a softer plastic. The hair is nice, but there's so many things that this figure could have done better. Like his arms still feel a little small. The engineering of his legs could have been done better. I don't know. It's just minor things that I'm willing to overlook because he still looks really, really good. But anyway, I found this figure at my local Kmart. Kmart, it was actually selling these, what was it, 14 something? I don't remember the exact price, but it was relatively cheap. But if you're able to find this guy and you're a fan of WWE or the Wyatts, you're going to need this guy in your collection. He makes the Wyatt family stand out more than they already do. And, you know, you need the monster among men, Braun Strowman, in your collection, one way or another. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews, all my other wrestling figure reviews. And if there's something you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments and I'll do my best to see if it fits in my collection. And if it does, I'll be more than happy to review it for you guys. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone. My dream.